And welcome to episode 4 of the 24 Threads podcast. I'm so excited to have you here today, and I am excited to get started back on this thing. It's my first podcast of 2022, and I am ready to hit the road running in this new year. I've got a few exciting things to share with you, and we'll just jump right on into it with what I am wearing today. So I have on the Courtney shawl. This is a pattern I made, I believe it was 2019, maybe the beginning of 2020, somewhere around there. But it's super comfy, super soft. It's what is it? Half double crochet and then the quadruple treble crochet to kind of give it just a different stitch pattern in there. DK weight, pretty easy, and it is a great beginner shawl. It was my first shawl design, triangle shawl design. So it's a great one if you want to make a triangle shawl and you never have before. It's been a busy few weeks over here. I kind of have been a little MIA with the podcast because I took some time off for Christmas. I totally misjudged how long it would take me to make some Christmas presents that I decided to not wait till the last minute, but I decided to try to do more than I really probably should have. About 2 weeks before Christmas, I decided to make 5 amigurumi gifts for all the younger kids in my family, and amigurumi is not my thing. I can do it, but I'm much slower at it than I am with shawls and cardigans and sweaters and stuff like that. But I got through it. I was up till 3 a.m. almost every day the week of Christmas, and then up at 7 or 8 to get these finished. Some of them I can show you. My favorite one of the bunch was the Primrose Doll by Stephanie Jessica Lau from All About Ami. I already gave it as a gift because of course we're in January, but I did take some pictures, so I will try to pop up a photo in here somewhere. I also made a dinosaur, and I'm kind of blanking on the name of the pattern and who it's by, but I will pop a photo of that one in here too, and I will put the info at the bottom of the screen so that you can see it. The dinosaur, he was the last thing I made, so he didn't quite get finished. He's supposed to have some little triangle, I don't know what to call them, the things on the back of a stegosaurus. It's supposed to be a stegosaurus, but I didn't have time to do the things that go on the back, so I just kind of left it without, and I still think it turned out cute. So the other 3 Christmas gifts that I made, I'm not gonna show on here because they're characters, some of my cousins and my nieces' favorite characters from TV shows, and copyright, don't even want to mess with that. So I just kind of looked at the pictures and then made it. I'm not going to show those here because I don't want to worry about that, but they turned out really good, and they love them. My nieces, they carry around their dolls as much as they can, all day, every day. It's really cute, so I'm really, really excited that they liked it. Let's see. For the Q&A this week, I don't have any questions because I kind of forgot to put in that little question box in my stories the day that I posted the last podcast. But for going forward, I have a new way that you can ask questions. I will have a link in the description below this video, as well as a link in my bio on my Instagram for a form that you can just go. All you have to do is submit your question. You don't have to put anything really besides your question. and I will just, it kind of helps keep them all together so that I can more easily find them. You can also, I'll still put the question box in my stories the day that it'll be on Monday, since that's whenever I will post this podcast, and you can ask there too if you would rather. Oh, I totally forgot about my whips that I am working on this week. Oh, and I actually had 2 other finished projects as well. The first couple of weeks of the month, I was busy working on 2 secret patterns that I am very excited about, and I believe I mentioned them briefly in my stories. But anyways, they're with a yarn company, and they're coming out later this summer, so you do have to wait a little while to see those, but I'm very excited about those, and that is why I was kind of yeah, whatever. Okay, so my current whips, that is what I have. So I have 3 going on right now, and one of them I think I've shown on here before. This is a new one I just started last night, and it's gonna take me a while. I had intended on it being a Christmas present, but obviously it didn't get done since I just started it yesterday. Can you tell what it is? It is knitting. It's gonna be a blanket. This is gonna be, I believe it's the Windy blanket by Pearl Soho. It's a free pattern that I found on their website. It's a really cute kind of geometric pattern, and I'm gonna change it up. It uses 4 colors, 1 main color and then 3 accent colors, but I'm only gonna do 2 colors, so it'll be 1 main color and 1 accent color. And I'm gonna also kind of adjust some of the color blocking in it, but I think it's gonna turn out really good. I've got this color, and then it's also going to be paired with a dark charcoal gray, kind of like the color in this color right here. But yeah, so I'm hoping I finish that by like March, but I don't really have a deadline for it. It's kind of just my project whenever I need. I don't know what I want to work on, but I want to work on something. Let's see. I've got my basket of projects right here. My next one, I have shown this one on here before, but it is coming along. I split for the sleeves, and 1 sleeve is done, including the ribbing. I'm super excited for this. It fits so well, especially. It's crazy how much adding a sleeve will change like the whole neckline and make it fit just so much better. It just like opens it up, and it's perfect. It's exactly what I was going for. So all I have to do is do the other sleeve, finish the body, and then write the pattern. My least favorite part, but that's okay. I have the chart already made. I just gotta go through and make sure that it works with all the sizes, and all the math is done, because I'm one of those designers that if I don't have the math done before I get started with the pattern, that pattern is not gonna happen, because if I don't know the math is gonna work, I don't know if the pattern's gonna work, and then I'm like, why waste my time making a pattern when I don't know if the math is gonna work? So pretty sure the math is gonna work on this one, and all I have to do is put my picture into words. So I'm very excited. That one I am, let's see, today's the 16th. This is coming out on the 17th. I'm hoping, my optimistic goal is to be doing the tester call within 2 weeks. So let me see. Let me pull up my calendar. Oh, I guess 2 weeks is the end of the month. So that is going to be my goal, to have a tester call by the end of the month. So if you're interested, I did it, it's a stranded color work. So if you like doing color work and that is something you're interested in, keep an eye out for that by the 31st. Maybe the 1st of February, somewhere in there. My third and final whip that I have, because I'm trying not to have too many going on, is a scrappy project. And I believe it was December 30th. It was like the end of the month. I did a poll in my stories on Instagram about, and I showed y'all like how much DK weight yarn I had left in my stash, which is not much, and I am very excited about that because for the past year and continuing into this year, I've been trying to almost exclusively work from my stash. I have bought a little bit of yarn, and I'm not going to stop myself from buying yarn if I see something I really like, if I go to like my local yarn store or fiber festival or something. But I really did not buy much yarn last year, and I don't have much DK, and my goal is to like completely eliminate what I have left in my DK yarn. So I think I have enough to make 2 more projects. And so what I did is I kind of like looked at all the colors and I split them into 2 groups, and I have kind of like earth tones, browns, kind of redishes, oranges, pinks, like those kind of colors. And then over here I have like the black and gray and cream, little purple. I put some orange in there too because it just looked really good. But so I've got 2 groups, and what I'm thinking is the more cooler tones, the blacks and the grays, pink or purples, oranges, are going to be a blanket. And I know a blanket wasn't an option in my poll if you saw that, but when I came up with this motif that I'm about to show you, I was like, I need a blanket out of this. So that is what I'm gonna make. Now the earth tone yarns, y'all voted to do a scrappy sweater, well, a scrappy cardigan. And so the earth tone yarns at some point, hopefully soon, maybe after I'm done with this colorwork sweater, are going to become a scrappy cardigan. I'm thinking stripes right now. I'm feeling stripes, but I don't know, I might change my mind on that by the time I'm actually working on it. Another option I'm thinking about is doing like a fade of some sort, but I don't know, because I have a lot of like little colors, and I want to make this like a pattern that you can do with any amount of colors. You don't have to have exactly what I have, so that you can use your scraps up too. And I did that with this motif as well, so you don't have to have the same amount as I do. It'll have just like the yardages to make one motif like specifically, and then I'll have like different what am I thinking of? Different options depending on what size blanket you want to make and how much yarn you would need for that. So if you have any ideas for what you think the cardigan should look like, leave me a comment below on here, and we'll see what happens, because I'm still kind of at a loss for what I am gonna do quite yet. but yeah, so the motif that I made, I'm very, very, very excited for this one. I'll show you the very first one that I made. These are not blocked yet, so they are curling a little, but this one, I have been racking my brain for a very long time trying to like think of some kind of flower pattern. I don't know. It could be anything. Hopefully I'll think of more, but like I've got like my flowers all over here behind me. I've got a flower basket on the wall across from me, which you can't see, is like a flower painting, and then over here is like all my plants. But I like flowers, and so when I figured this out, first of all, I was really excited because of the math. Trying to make it like curved and stuff was a little tricky, but I got it figured out. So I've got 5 of these made so far. I've got this one, that one, and then I got to show y'all the one that I just made yesterday too, because this one, it did turn out a little bit bigger than the others, but with blocking I'll make it work. I'm incorporating these fun textures. Look at this boucle. It's one that's been in my stash. I don't remember where I got it, but oh yeah, and this one, oh no, where did it go? Oh, I've got one more. This one too. This one I used some Surrey alpaca that has been in my stash as well to kind of give it some texture. So I actually have 6 of them made. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm excited because it's gonna work great because I used DK weight yarn, but when this was the kind of the color that inspired it all. And so then I pulled this really pretty purple, well, it's kind of turning more brown on the camera, but it is purple. But its fingering weight held double, and then like this pink is fingering weight held double, and then this Surrey is held with another fingering weight, and then this boucle is actually fingering weight too, but because it's kind of thicker, I just used it like a DK. But it's a versatile pattern, and it's helping me use up kind of like those random skeins or partial skeins of majority DK weight and some fingering weight. So I am excited that is coming along. I am a little slower when it comes to motifs like that, and plus I do want to make like a nice larger than a throw size blanket, so it might be a little while until that pattern comes out, but I'm very excited for it and looking forward to it. Hopefully in the spring is when that one will be available. I believe that is it for this week. Kind of on the shorter side, but that's okay. I didn't have a ton of finished objects to show you, and honestly I don't know if I will next week, but that's okay. I'll still pop on and give you an update. Speaking of updates, I am very much looking forward to some of the stuff I have been working on behind the scenes. I've been binge watching some YouTube videos about photography, and finally I think that I have kind of come up with, I don't know if it'll be 100% like my style of photography like in the long run as I continue practicing, but it is finally like a style of photography that I am loving, and I think I can kind of like keep it consistent and do it regularly. I'm very excited. Last week I spent 2 days taking photos and editing them and stuff. I'm very excited, and I'll start showing y'all those very soon. It's also including some of my digital art that I like doing. I don't think I've really shared that on this page or on my Instagram before, but I do enjoy drawing digital art on my iPad, and my new posts going forward, some of them will be including that. And just to give you a heads up, along with those new posts, I will be also kind of rebranding things. You might have noticed at the beginning of this video, the intro was different, the outro is going to be different, and then like if you go to my page, you'll see the header is looking different, and just little things across social media. I am working on trying to get a more cohesive branding, and I think I'm finally figuring that out, and in a style that I like, because in the past I've just kind of gone back and forth from one to another, because I don't know, I like changing it up. I find it kind of fun, but I think this one I am going to stick with, at least for a while. I really do like it. So that is it for today. The sun is starting to set. As you can see, my window is like bright white. It's getting darker. My video quality, I think, is going down. Hopefully it's not too bad. But if you are interested in checking out any of the patterns that I talked about today, you can check the description box below for the links. And also all my social medias will be down there if you would like to go give me a follow. And if you want to ask me a question for next week's podcast, there will be a link to that as well. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to let me know that you like this video and want to see more. And I will see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.